The events of this week have taken our nation back 50 years to the birth of the Civil Rights Movement. I was taken back to being a junior in high school when suddenly my eyes were opened to a world that I did not know existed. It was a world of segregation and racial discrimination. I suddenly began to realize this cannot be the world God intends to create, or the world in which God desires God's beloved children to live. I was being drawn into a movement that has forever changed my life. But this week cannot only be about memory. It needs to be about recommitment to that movement whose work continues to lead us into the future. Much has been accomplished. And there is hope in this movement. The hope that comes from the inspiring prophetic preaching of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., who literally laid down his life for the sake of God's promise of justice for all. And so now we are being called this week, each of us in our churches and communities as individuals, to renew our commitment to being part of that movement. And I see the leadership for that commitment coming from our young people. Unlike me 50 years ago, you are having the courage to say no to racism. You are having the courage to say we will work for economic justice for all. You are traveling the world to experience the joy of diversity, multicultural, multiracial. You are seeing it as a gift of God. So we have work to do, whether in the context of our church or in society. The scandalous realities of racism and economic injustice must be exposed for what they are, as sin that separates us from the love of God in Christ Jesus. As children of God, as followers of Jesus Christ, we must march alongside all those who refuse to be satisfied until justice rolls down like waters and righteousness like a mighty stream. This is the legacy and the calling that is ours.